Plot twists are things that are unexpected, something that we did not see coming. In these type of situations, I consider them character building. These are things that you go through that ultimately help you build character, help you build a different mindset, a different skill set, anything that just develops you in a much better way, that if that situation were to come by again, that you know what decision to make, and you know what the right choice will be, just because you already been through it once. And once you've been through hell and back, you kind of build this character that you have a strong sense of opinion, and you have a strong sense of value, that you're like, I've been through this one, so therefore I know what the story, and I know what the ending entails, and I'm not going to go through that again, so therefore I'm going to make a whole completely different decision. So these are things that are losing money or having some sort of heartbreak or loss. These are things that are catastrophic, that you're just like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened to me. This is such a failure. I feel like a loser. And if you were to encounter it again, you would have that sting, that PTSD of what had happened, and you know not to make that same mistake again. And through that, you learn the skill of mental resilience. And having mental resilience is the thing that's going to help you go from constantly failing to learning how to succeed, because you're learning from your mistakes. And learning from your mistakes and learning how to get back up again. Because it's one thing to be like, okay, I'm gonna have a business and I'm gonna go after it, and let's say you have your first drop and nobody buys from you. Absolutely silence on your launch day. And you're like, oh my god, I'm a complete failure. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm just gonna quit this whole business thing. Clearly it's not for me because it didn't work out in my favor. So you completely quit. And instead of building character and actually reflecting on what you did wrong and then making your second launch even better so that you can have a successful launch, is how you learn how to get back up. And let's say you figure that out. You figure out what you did wrong in your marketing, what you did wrong in terms of products and selling, and what went wrong on that first launch day. You redo it, and your second launch, you have 100 orders on your first day, and you're like, oh my god, this is incredible, and it's only up from there. And you learn to tell your story about how you had 0 sales on your first launch day, and it's part of your success story. It's part of your resilience and how you build character and how you learned how to get back up. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you guys what you need to have that mental resilience, because I was a weakling. I was completely emotional, and anything that went wrong, I just thought this was the end for me. I thought that there's nothing here. Clearly this wasn't the path I should be taking, and I just thought the world was against me. But in reality, I needed to learn how to have that mental resilience and how to build character to be able to have the success that I'm slowly building today. So we're gonna learn about mental resilience today. And if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Geraldi, and I make videos all about goal setting, productivity, and procrastination. So if that's the type of content you love to consume, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Geraldi Silva. So number 1, a surprise that changes everything. So we may look at things like job losses or bad business decisions as like complete failures, and most of the time these are things that are actually leading you up to where you're meant to be. So we all know Disney, right? Disney is such a huge empire, but the person who created Disney, the CEO, the creator of Disney, his name was Walt Disney. Hence why it's called Disney. He named it after his last name. But he was actually in a newspaper company, and they fired him because they told him, you lack imagination, your characters are not good, we're firing you. So they fired him. And then he was like, okay, fuck it. Like, this is my chance to have my own business, to have my own animation studio. So he had his own animation studio called Laughograms, and that went bankrupt. Okay, his first business went completely bankrupt. He, you would think that, like, oh my god, this is it for me. Like, I literally got fired because I wasn't good enough. And then I started business, and then that completely failed. It must mean I'm not good enough. It solidifies an opinion, right? When you go through some sort of failure, you think, like, okay, this is my chance to prove everybody wrong, and you completely go south, and you're like, oh my god, it must mean that everyone else is right if this is going down. But what Walt Disney did is that it didn't stop him. He got right back up, and he built the massive empire that we know today as Disneyland and Disney World and the Disney Channel, okay, and Disney Plus at this point in 2025. So it did not stop him. His business, him getting fired, his business failing and going bankrupt, did not stop him from building Disneyland, the one that we know and love today, which I love going to downtown Disney in Anaheim. And I can only imagine how different the world would be if he didn't go back in it again. He took his lessons, he took what he did wrong, and he started a whole new business, and it was only up from there. Like I said, it creates an epic success story. When you hear about this, it's mind-blowing. You're like, oh my god, the greatest animation person ever was fired from a newspaper job? What? That's crazy. So don't let anyone else's opinion solidify your opinion of yourself. If you think you are worthy of something, most likely you are worthy of better. Actually, you are better. Not that you're most likely. You are worth better for the future. So there's always a prize that kind of changes everything. You have a bad business deal, or you make a bad business decision, or you have some sort of job loss. This is a chance for you to transform and make the best out of the situation. So this is where we start to change our mindset. When you're trying to build mental resilience, you have to think of things in a different manner. So I love this quote that I heard this past year, which is turn lead into gold, meaning turn a bad situation into an opportunity to learn. There's always an opportunity to learn, no matter what situation that you are in, whether you're in a bad relationship, whether you're in a bad job, whether you're in a bad whatever, right? There's always an opportunity to learn. And when you make that decision to say, hey, all of these bad things that are happening to me, it's an opportunity for me to learn about what can I do differently? What can I do better? What can I do in the meantime that's going to make the ultimate decision? So every little thing that you're doing wrong, every little bad decision is an opportunity to learn. But it all takes with you reflecting on yourself. It all takes with you reflecting and truly taking accountability for what you're doing wrong. There's no way in hell you're ever going to change if you're blaming the entire world for your mistakes. You need to stop blaming the world. Take accountability. You are the one making these decisions, and you are the one in control of your life. If that is the case, if you are in control of your life, if you are part of a country where you have freedom to do whatever you want, your life is at your fingertips. You have the chance to turn things around, okay? No one else is making these decisions for you. Only you can. So if you're wanting to lose weight, if you're wanting to have a business, if you're wanting to do content creation, if you're wanting to do X, Y, or Z, you have that opportunity to do so when you make that decision to do so. When you make that conscious decision to take every single failure, to turn every single opportunity into an opportunity to learn and make better. So number 2, Failure isn't the end, it's a turning point. Hercules from the Disney movie is something I take as inspiration for mental resilience, because in order for him to become a hero, in order for him to be granted entrance into Mount Olympus, to be back with his parents and to be back up with the other gods, because he was a god, he had to prove that he was a god. Just think about it. He was already up there and they sent him down, and now he's having to prove himself all over again that he's worthy to be back up with the rest of the gods. He faced so many challenges with training with Phil, or impossible battles that he had to win. He did not back down on his ultimate goal of becoming a god, of proving that he was worthy of being a god. The key turning point for him was proving his godly strength wasn't about the physical. It wasn't about his physical strength, but about his heart and the decisions that he was making. Being strong means being brave and making decisions that are hard. This is why I love those type of stories, those ones that continuously show failure and continuously show the character develop within the story, within their own failures, and showing how they can go from being absolutely nothing and having a certain opinion on themselves because everyone else has an opinion on themselves, to proving themselves wrong, and showing out and showing up because they learn how to get right back up from everything that is up against them, right? So failure isn't the end, it's a turning point. In the last section of this video, and before we get to there, I did want to mention that I am starting a membership, an accountability group membership called the Committed Collective. We were originally on Facebook, but because of the whole TikTok ban and because of the whole social media thing, I don't want it to be on there anymore. And so I'm creating not a free membership. This one's now a paid membership because unfortunately all the platforms that I want to use, you have to have subscriptions. So there is going to be a paid membership, an accountability group membership. Now, I just don't want you guys to just pay for something and then not receive any value out of it other than just having an accountability group. I wanted to provide much more value to you guys when it comes to this group if you're going to be paying for it, because I care so much about quality and care so much about value and knowledge. So with this accountability group, right, with you paying a membership, these are the things that you're going to get. So you're going to be able to join this accountability group, and what's different about this is that you're going to be assigned a partner in crime, okay? And it's totally voluntary. It's not an obligation. If you just want to sign up for this membership just to like be in the community, you don't have to have an accountability partner. But with this accountability partner, not only are you receiving one, but you're also going to become one. So you're going to be assigned a partner where you guys are going to be checking in on each other on a weekly or daily basis, whatever you guys feel is works best for you guys, and keeping in touch. I will be providing with you guys kind of a template of how your sessions are going to be run, but you guys are just going to be checking in on each other every single week, making sure you guys are encouraging each other, maybe discussing any bumps on the roads or any struggles that you may be having. So I want you guys to have that ability to connect with another person and just have that accountability part when it comes to this group. And then not only that, but we will also be having a whole group monthly membership check-in, a whole monthly check-in with everybody where we're going to be answering any Q&As that you guys may have, talking about any burning topics that you guys have, learning more about resilience, learning more about consistency and commitment towards your goals, and just having fun with each other. So that's going to be our monthly check-ins. So you'll have your weekly check-ins with your accountability partner, or daily, up to you. And then we'll have our once a month get-togethers as a whole group. And if you guys are not able to join that whole group check-in, then these things will be recorded and will be uploaded for you guys to watch at your discretion. And then you will also get the inside scoop on any new products that I will be launching in the future. Another thing is that you'll be receiving an official membership club certificate. And I wanted to have the certificate for you guys, not only to just show your commitment to the group, but to show a commitment to yourself, that this is a change for you in the future. So to have this printed and have this up on your wall, it just solidifies your commitment to yourself and to your goals, and that this is the year for success for yourself. And lastly, I will be doing quarterly mini course topic breakdowns. So I will be recording videos and just getting more into detail about a breakdown on any topic that you guys have. So I'll be sending out polls every single quarter. And then with that feedback, I'm going to be making a breakdown for you guys. I want to make this membership super cheap, so I'm thinking like $5 to $10 a month. I don't want to make it so expensive, but again, you're getting so much great value and so much help, and I'm hoping that this accountability group really just helps you stay more committed to your goals and ultimately help you achieve them. So like I said, right now it's just, I have not launched it, so there is a waiting list, and the space will be limited. I'm not opening up to everybody. The space will be limited, so once it's open and all the seats are filled, that's it. And then the only time I'll probably let people in is if people leave. It's likely it might be like within the $7 range, but I'm not quite sure. So like I said, there's a waiting list in the description below. If you want to join the waiting list, you will also be signed up for the newsletter that I send out every single week. These are free resources that I'm giving out to you guys every single week. There's a free resource, a free newsletter that goes out every single week for you guys. So sign up for the waiting list, and I will let you guys know as soon as the doors open, and you guys will be able to sign up for this membership. And then you'll also be signed up for the newsletter if you so choose to stick around. So yeah, let's get to the last portion of this video. So the only way is through. Unfortunately, the only way that you're going to get through, the only way you're ever going to get what you want is if you go through it. You got to go through the bad decisions. You got to go through all of the ups and downs. You got to go through all of the putting yourself out there and being the new guy, and you got to go through it, all the nasty, embarrassing, the things that you don't know about. Like, you got to go through it, and it's gonna get ugly, it's gonna get hard, it's gonna get embarrassing, it's gonna get anxiety, like you're gonna get anxiety through all of this. But the only way you're going to make it out is if you make it through. And whether that's taking injections to lose weight from your body from Ozempic, or you're actually going to the gym and you're trying to figure out the best workout routine so that you can actually lose some weight. Or if you're trying to build a business, learning how to market yourself and put yourself out there and put your business out there. All of it, the only way out is through. You have to go through all of this weird stuff in order to make it to the other side, in order to make it to where you want to be. I have to put myself out there every single week. I have to edit these videos and upload them, and I have to film them. I have to do all of this stuff, and there's no way around it other than through. And and in order to have my own business, in order to become a full-time content creator, I have to go through these steps in order to reach my ultimate goal. So when you think that there are shortcuts in life, when you think there are shortcuts to your goals, unfortunately, there isn't. Everything has a side effect. Everything has its good and bad, and there's nothing that's going to be absolutely perfect. You're not going to get it on the first try. Think of Sabrina Carpenter. Like, she's been working at it for over 10 years, and she's finally broke through and become a huge pop star. Like, no one gets it on the first try. Nobody. And it takes a lot of figuring out how to get what you want, a lot of first drafts, a lot of failures, a lot of nobody seeing your content, a lot of not seeing any results for a little while until you actually get to a point where you see kind of the train moving. And then once you kind of see the train moving, that's when you like go full speed ahead, and it's just up and up from there. It's climbing the mountain, and once you're up there, you're, you know, you can relax and see the view. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Geraldine Silva. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Mwah.